Hello and welcome back. Today is our review day for test number 2. Take a look at your syllabus calendar to find the window when you'll be taking test number 2. Just a reminder that required Forum 2 was due last class, so if you haven't done that yet, please do it ASAP. And I expect a thoughtful response to at least one of your classmates' forum posts by the end of next class, or by the date that you see there on your syllabus calendar. Okay, let's take a look at the notes. Subject areas for the test: behavior of different types of functions, power, polynomial, and rational. I know it feels like we've been doing trig for a while, and we have, but I'll just remind you that it's a little bit smaller, that at the start, right after test number 1, we did 2 days of not trig, power and polynomial, and then comparing different types of functions. We looked at that hierarchy of dominance, and we looked at end behavior. And then we started the trigonometry in earnest. So yes, it's mostly trig, but there were 2 days of not trig. Trigonometry, triangle lengths, I'd like you to be able to find them if I give you certain information about a triangle. I want you to be able to use the unit circle to find points on it, to figure out radian measures, to find arc lengths. I'd like you to be quite familiar with the graphs of sine, cosine, and tangent, and I want you to be able to draw those graphs and transformations of those graphs. Without a calculator. You should be comfortable finding the values of all 6 trig functions. We focused on sine and cosine and then a little bit less on tangent, but there were 3 other trig functions that we mentioned. Sinusoidal functions involves transforming the basic sine and cosine functions and being able to do application problems, word problems, by transforming the sine and cosine functions. And in order to solve trig equations, we needed to use inverse trig functions. And there's the solving trig equations. 2. Things to know about the test. You will be able to use a 1-page sheet of notes and also the unit circle. No other references besides those 2 things. So make a very good 1-page sheet of notes for yourself and then bring in your completed unit circle. You'll mostly be able to use calculators, but there will be a short no calculator section. No textbook or other notes are allowed. 3, the test will be written to be 1 hour in length. You can take up to 2 hours. 4, call the GCC Testing Center ASAP to make a 2-hour appointment to take the test. You have a window and you need to make sure that they are open when you want to take the test. So sometimes they close and you got to make sure that you're prepared for that. So call ASAP. If coming to GCC isn't an option, contact me as soon as possible to make alternate arrangements. The learning objectives due to the class after the test are below. So just a reminder that right now your priority should be to study for this test, but as soon as you walk out of that testing center and you finish the test, you should celebrate by doing the reading for the next section and answering these questions and emailing your answers to me. And another reminder that up on Moodle you will find lots of resources to help you prepare for this test, in addition to just going back over all the stuff we did in our packet, our class notes. You can take a look at all the old homework problems that you've done. You can look at homework problems that weren't assigned. In the review materials for test number 2 up on Moodle, you'll find practice tests, problems, and then I tell you how to access the videos on YouTube of me solving all of those practice test problems. You'll also find a list of, a much more detailed list of subject matter that's covered, more detailed than this list right here. And I'd encourage you to use all those resources as you prepare for test number 2. Good luck.